Hey, it's Audrey, and in this video I'm going to be doing activity 9-7, configuring a folder redirection policy, and that can be found on page 341 in the Administrating Microsoft Windows Server 2012 R2 book. And the objective of this activity is to redirect the documents folder. So to do that, I'm going to need my server 1, which I am logged in as an administrator, and I'm going to need my Windows 8 computer, which I have that powered on too. So I want users' documents to be backed up in a central location. So to do that, I must configure a folder redirection policy for the documents folder. So to do that, I need to log into my server 1, which is my domain controller, as an administrator, and go to my desktop. And now I'm going to open up my File Explorer, and in my C volume, I'm going to create a new folder called Redirected. Okay, and I'm going to share this folder with everyone. And I'm going to give them read-write permissions. And I'm going to leave the rest of the settings default, and I'm going to hit share, and then it says this folder has been shared, so that's that. Now my next step is I'm going to open up the Group Policy Management Console, and I'm going to create a GPO named folder redirect, well, folder reader. And then once I do that, I'm going to edit this policy. And in my Group Policy Management Editor, I'm going to, in my user's configuration, I'm going to expand policies, then Windows Settings, and Folder Redirection. And then from here, I'm going to right-click the Documents folder and click Properties. And here in the target is where I can specify the location for the Documents folder, so where I'm going to be setting this policy. And so in this drop down here, I'm going to select Basic, which is to redirect everyone's folder to the same location. And in the settings, target location setting, in the settings drop down list, it's default to create a folder for each user under the root path. I'm going to keep that default. And in the root path text box, I'm going to type in whack whack 411 server 1 whack redirect, or redirected. It's redirected. Should probably capitalize that. Okay, now I've entered my file path. Now I'm going to click my settings tab. And here you can select the redirection settings for the documents folder. And here for this activity, I'm going to clear the grant users exclusive rights to documents. And I'm going to select the redirect the folder back to the local user profile location when policy is removed. Okay, and I'm going to click OK. And this warning tells me that if there are group policy settings related to folder redirection that do not apply to a later version of Windows Server, you will not be able to change any folder redirection settings. But good thing that we are using Windows Server 2012, so we're all good. So we click OK. And I'm going to close my Management Editor console. And from now, I'm going to link this new GPO to my test OU1. So by doing that, right-click link, folder redirect, okay, and there it is. Now to test this, I'm going to log on to my Windows 8 computer as test user 1. Give that a minute to log in. So now that I'm logged into my Windows 8 computer, to apply this new policy, I have to run a GP update because it's a group policy update it's a group policy that I just configured, so I need to get this computer up to date with the policy. Oops. It would help if I spelled it right. GP update. I'm just going to force this through because I don't really like to wait. And once this is done updating, I'm going to restart this computer and then I'm going to create a text file. So we're just waiting for that. Okay, now I'm going to restart this my Windows 8 computer, and then I'm going to log back in once it starts back up. Alright, now that my Windows 8 computer has now been restarted, I'm going to hopefully log in. Log in as test user 1 again. Okay, so now to test the policy that I just created, I'm going to open up the File Explorer and I'm going to create a text file in the Documents folder. So I'm going to come into my Documents, create text document, and I'm going to name it Test Redirect. Okay, and now I'm going to click this. Now I'm going to right click the Start button, click Run. I'm going to put in that file path that I set up earlier. server1/redirected. Hit enter. Uh-oh. So that didn't work. So let me try this. Let's try deleting that for now. Closing that, and I'm going to try my GP update again. Sometimes this policy takes a minute to update. While that's updating, I'm going to just click over to my forest. Okay. Everything's looking good over here. And it's on the test OU. Okay. So everything's looking right on this end. So I wonder what went wrong.